Hey gang, so today we have the MUYI Music Waves slider. I've been practicing that for a couple minutes now. It's not easy to say, but it's easy to use. That was pretty good, right? So this is interesting. This is different. This is kind of cool, kind of nichey, I think, but fun. So let's get under the camera and have a look. All right, let's go. Okay, so here we have the MUYI Sound Waves. This thing is pretty cool. It looks really nice. It feels great in the hand. It's got a spot for a lanyard, which I think it absolutely needs, for me anyways, because I like having that extra grip down here. This can be good, and it can also be annoying. So what I like about it is it has a really smooth feel to it. The issue is it's very particular about how you move it. So if I push it from, see how I'm pushing down and trying to move it from the bottom? It absolutely will not move. It just won't. You have to be gentle with it and just kind of nudge it. It wants to be directed in the right position. It does not want you pressing down on it. You can press down when it's in the middle spot, but if you get to an edge and try to press down, it gums right up. And I'm not really sure why it does that. Something to do with how it's designed. But if you press in the middle, you're okay. But the weird thing is the grip. See the little grips down here? I guess it's kind of jimping that you would see like on a knife. This makes you kind of want to press in the bottom area. But the minute you do that, it lifts the top plate here and it becomes very difficult to move forward. So if you are pushing from, again, what we kind of call the jimping, like on a knife, you have to be very soft with it. You can be a little firmer if you're pushing from the middle, but doing it from the edge, it'll get caught. And it's a really weird sensation when it does. All right, so let's see what's going on in here. I know what's going on because I've already opened it, but I'm going to show you. So what we have are two magnets, and this is titanium, by the way, in black. And then we have balls that it rolls along. This is also tricky. I'm really curious to see what's on the inside of this. Because again, we have our balls running in the track. And then we have these screws, so we know there has to be magnets in here along this inside track. So I would like to see what those magnets look like. So we're going to open this up. Let's get Mr. Tray here ready. Our little catch tray. I'll put my balls on that side. Put my balls. Okay. This is a T6. Now I'm also bringing in our little metal tray lid, because I don't know if these magnets are secured in place or not. I have no idea what's going to happen when I take this off. So it's always good practice to attach it to something first. And that way, hopefully, the magnets don't go flying. Because if they do, I'm going to have to figure out how to fix this, probably off camera. Because nobody wants to sit through that, right? Come on. Oh, look at you jumping. Easy. I'm gonna get my little magnet here and pull out these other screws. Oh, okay. Beautiful. So, 5 magnets. Wow, that's nice. 5 magnets. And I'm going to guess, I don't know, are they all the same polarity? Let's see. Okay, that's, yep. Okay. Yeah, so these are all the same polarity. Okay. So that's really kind of it, right? We've got 5 magnets on this side, 2 magnets on this side, and it just kind of jumps between when you slide it along. So no real mystery there, but it's kind of nice to see it. Again, this is all titanium. So we're going to close it back up because nothing bad happened. So it's a good day. This is a borrowed fidget, by the way, from a friend, so thank you. I'm sure that made you nervous watching me take this apart. Anytime somebody loans me something and I take it apart, the first thing I have to think of is, okay, how much is this going to cost to replace for them? And speaking of that, what a great segue. So the price for this is roughly, and different sites kind of price it differently. They can kind of fluctuate a bit. So that's just sort of a range you can expect. Okay, we have our guy back together. Now, this is kind of interesting. If you just try it without the balls, it doesn't move. So it's not fun at all if you don't have the balls in there. You need them, and you could use different types if you want, different styles. I would guess different materials, but just leave it the way you get it, you know, for now. All right, so I always, when I put this back, I kind of line these up a little bit in the middle of their spaces. So it gives me a little bit more tolerance when I'm popping this on. If I go right to the end, sometimes it acts crazy. And when I put it down, the ball will hit the top of the track and then shoot forward. And then it ends up in the second track here. It's annoying. Okay, so there we go. So that's it. It's back together. So it is, I mean, it's other than that one little part of it that I'm not crazy about, it's still a nice piece. It's made well, it looks nice, and it can be fun. It's just kind of simple in its functionality, right? Like it just does this. And again, you don't want to push it down. You don't want to push hard. The balls are there to separate the plate from the magnet. So the minute you push down hard, you're basically making contact with this top magnet and the bottom magnet. And so as soon as you do that, it doesn't want to move. So the balls, like I said, just give it a little extra space so that you can kind of hover over it. Okay. So that's it, gang. Thanks for watching. You can, I think these are actually currently sold out at both GEEONE and Big White EDC, but, you know, keep an eye on it. Sometimes they get in more stock, and you can always kind of find this. I'm assuming you can find this on the used market. Okay, that's it, gang. Thanks for watching. MUYI Music Wave Slider. MUYI Music Wave Slider. The MUYI Music Wave Slider. The MUYI Music Wave Slider. All right.